What up, family? This is your man Jeff. Welcome back to my channel, Food Delivery Guru. Today is Saturday, May 23rd, and by now all of you guys should have gotten an email stating that DoorDash is making changes to their platform regarding the completion rating for you to stay active on their platform. Okay, so right now, if you go below 70% completion rating, you will get deactivated by DoorDash. All right, DoorDash is now changing that rating to 80%. All right, and you have till June 20th, 2020 to get to 80% or above to stay active. So currently, what does that mean for you if you are rocking below 80% completion level on the DoorDash platform? It basically means that by June 20th, if you don't get 80% or above, you won't be driving for DoorDash. Plain and simple, y'all. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to give you guys my feedback and exactly how I feel about this whole thing. And some of y'all ain't going to like it. All right, so here's my thoughts, guys. I've been driving for over 3 years, and personally, I've never went below a 93% completion rating. Okay, now I know there's probably some people out there that are in the high 80s to low 80s, and I can see that being feasible. But I think that DoorDash probably is looking at the overall completion rating across the board of all their drivers and realizing that 70% is no one's ever going to get to that 70%. And it might have been a few, but man, 80%. Like if you're below 80% right now in your completion rating, like I gotta ask you, what are you doing? Because we are in this to make money. We look at the order when it comes in. We look at the miles it's going, and what it's paying us, what restaurant it's going to, where the drop-off location, and we got so much information that we have on the table that DoorDash puts in front of us to accept an order. So when we accept an order, we're saying we're going to get it done. Now, there's a couple of instances where, you get to the restaurant and maybe the restaurant is busy and they're behind, or maybe they have sick calls, and you say, you know what, this is not worth the wait, and you undersign the order. I've done it a lot, okay? I understand that reason, but that's not going to happen a lot. There's also the reason of maybe, hopefully that doesn't happen, but you get into a car accident. It's happened to me, okay? There's also those of us that work multiple platforms. There's been many a times where I'll get a $6 or $7 DoorDash order, maybe going a couple of miles, and then a $15 to $20 order for Grubhub comes through. What you think I'm gonna do? Bye, DoorDash, gotta go. We all done it. I've done it. But even doing that, I still have never been below 93%. And I don't believe that there's going to be a whole lot of people that are going to be below that 80%. Now, here's my challenge. If you are a driver for DoorDash and you watch this channel and you see this video, okay, and you are below 80%, please comment. Please let me know what you are doing, because I can't see. And I've heard this excuse before. Oh, my kid got a hold of my phone and it caused my acceptance rate to go down or my completion rating to go down or whatever it is. I've heard that excuse too. So just bring it. I mean, because honestly, I don't see anybody going below 80%. And if you do, it's going to be very, very few people. And I think DoorDash knows that. All right. I don't think they're trying to change their, rating system to, try to get rid of drivers or anything like that. I mean, personally, and I hate to say it, you can be mad if you want, but if you're below 80%, why are you even driving on the platform? I mean, let's keep it real, And I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that. I mean, you're your own independent contractor. You have the right to get rid of an order if you don't want to get rid of an order, but realize that, that affects your rating. And me personally, why drive if you're just going to keep taking orders and then not doing them? That's a waste of time and a waste of gas and everything under the sun. So Anyway, let me go ahead and get into this last topic because this video is taking me way too long, but I do want to talk about this Grubhub driver incident. All right, let's talk about this Grubhub driver incident really quick. For those of you that may not know, there was a Grubhub driver who literally got angry because his food wasn't ready. He damaged something in the store, and a couple of the ladies that worked for the restaurant or were owners of the restaurant, I don't remember exactly what their position was, but they decided that they were going to stand in front of this guy's car and behind and impede him from moving to wait for the police. Well, unfortunately, that didn't work. The young lady that was in front of his vehicle got ran over, and she got several bones crushed and broke and all kinds of stuff, okay? Yes, this driver eventually turned himself in, but what I want to bring to you guys' attention is how is that going to impact the platforms that we are driving for, okay? So I'm going to lay out the three that I drive for that I know do background checks, but they're not extensive background checks. DoorDash, Postmates, and Caviar, okay? So they do a background check for driving, looking for DUIs, things like that, okay? Making sure that you have a valid driver's license, whatever the case is. It is not an extensive background check. Now, Grubhub, on the other hand, they take things a little further. They do that same background check, but they also will have you submit your insurance, your registration, and things like that periodically to make sure that you are current and up to date to be able to drive on their platform, okay? Now, with that being said, I know a lot of drivers that do drive with expired license, and I do believe that in the article that I read about the Grubhub driver that his license was expired. I mean, yeah, his license was expired. I mean, we had COVID going on. He probably couldn't get to the DMV because, the DMV was closed. And, so we're going to overlook the expired license because we are in or was in a pandemic, kind of still is in some states. But here's the thing, expired license, if you just got maybe a DUI or something and, your license is suspended, DoorDash and them wouldn't necessarily know until they actually do a background check on you, okay? There's not no periodic update that is going to stop you from driving until they do that, background check, all right? So, these are things that, people are doing. People are driving with no insurance. I know several people that drive with no insurance. I know several people's tags are expired 6 to 7 months. And okay, yeah, maybe they had planned on getting it, and then the COVID started, and then so now, they got kind of backed up. Even myself, I mean, I just had to register here in Arizona, but I did everything online. I paid for my registration. They did everything online, and I printed up a little piece of paper to, temporarily be my license plate until it comes in the mail. But I took care of my registration to make sure that my car was legal to drive. But with that being said, there are a lot of you guys out there that are driving illegal. And that's what the term we want to use. Now, the bad thing that could come out of this, and this is for a lot of folks, all the way including myself, if they start doing criminal background checks, okay? Criminal background checks. What are they looking for in criminal background checks? Well, we deal with the public people. We deal with, the staff in the restaurants. We deal with the customers, all right? If you have any type of violent offense, battery, domestic violence, whatever else is out there, you will get deactivated from DoorDash, Postmates, if they start doing background checks like that, okay? Get it taken care of, y'all. This is where this could head, because if they look at this Grubhub driver and say, man, this guy was really pissed, all right? And trust me, there's possibly going to be some lawsuits that are going to fly. And the first thing that they're going to look at is this guy, did he have a criminal background? Did he have, I'm going to say a criminal background as far as violence is concerned. And if that comes up, somebody's going to be paying some big money, because they're going to say, well, why did you hire this guy? You knew that he had a violent background for whatever reason, and they don't care. You are a liability. Both Lyft, Uber, and Instacart run criminal backgrounds on you, and they will flag you and not allow you to drive if they deem that whatever you did is a problem for them. So, the saying, one bad apple ruins the whole batch, this could very well be one of those cases. So this is just a little advice to anybody that drives full-time, or maybe this is your part-time gig but you need the money. If you got any issues, you might want to start looking at taking care of them, whether it's with your vehicle or whether it's with your personal, because it can change in a heartbeat, and they can do it. And personally, I see it coming, y'all. So anyway, that's it for me today, y'all. I know this was a little bit long, but I wanted to get out a couple of things, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I always say, drive safe out there, make that money. Peace out.